Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Pasadena, California. Jackie Robinson Field, home of the Arroyo Seco Saints, coming off of a extremely dominant win last night here at home against the Academy Barons. They host the San Diego Waves this evening. We welcome you into the broadcast booth. Mark Robinson with you alongside Riley Horn. And Riley, like I just said, very dominant win for the Saints against the Academy Barons last night. They had 12 runs to the Barons 3, 13 hits to their 7, and 3 errors to the Barons 2. What do you think was the key in how dominant they were able to play against the Barons last night?
Yeah, it was just all about the all-around baseball aspect of the game last night. Good offense, good pitching. It was a very quality start from Luke Ballantyne and a couple relievers from the Saints pen, making their Saints debut, doing great work, and making quick work of the Barons offense. Saints did have one more error than the Barons did on the defensive side of things, but offensively and pitching, they just outpaced the Barons the entire way.
Yeah, I like that point there, just all-around baseball. Something we've talked about throughout the season is how ensuring that there's no errors throughout the course of a game, that can really affect, the outcome as far as how good of the defense is that you're playing. Saints had more errors last night, but they were able to get more hits, which was essentially the biggest piece of how they were able to win that game last night. And there was 3 key players who were able to do that last night, and we're calling them the Super M's this evening on the broadcast. Keon Mosini out of Central Arkansas. He went 2 for 4 last night with 2 RBIs and came in to score a run. Joey Milto, who's currently in the transfer portal in between universities, he was 2 for 2 with a crazy hard crushed home run, a Milto moonshot, as we're calling it here at Jackie Robinson Field, and had 2 RBIs as well. And Levi Medella out of Shorter University, he was 2 for 5 with an RBI and a run scored as well. So those 3 players, just a small piece of an all-around successful offensive outing for the Saints yesterday, and we're hoping that they can propel that into this evening against the Waves.
Yeah, it was just great work out of those 3 and a couple other members of the offense as well. And then great stuff from the pitching staff as well. There were some really strong arms. We mentioned this previously, but really strong arms in last night's bout, and hoping that the rest of the pitching staff and the rest of the bullpen can sort of continue that momentum into tonight and tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the second time that these 2 teams have met this season, and we're hoping that the Saints can get their first win of the season against the Waves here. So stay with us here on the Saints streaming network. We've got an amazing game coming up, but we're going to pause briefly to honor our country, the United States of America, with the national anthem. Back in just a moment on the Saints streaming network.
What's up? I'm Christian Robb. I'm a pitcher.
Cade Schumard, I'm a left-handed pitcher.
And this is Rip and Dex with the Saints.
My first card, I got Luke Weaver.
David Fry.
I got Jackson Job as my next card, young guy.
We got Landon Knack.
Got Austin Hedges, another good player.
Kiter Montero.
Oh, this one's a freaky card. I got Nick Castellanos. It's Friday the 13th right now, so it's kind of a bad look to pull the Nick Castellanos card on Friday the 13th.
We got Nolan Jones.
J.P. Sears. Let's read about this guy. He's from South Carolina. That's pretty cool.
Julian Aguilar. I'm not too familiar with these guys.
No, I've heard of him for sure.
He's a pitcher though. He looks nasty.
I got Jesus Luzardo. This guy is nasty.
I got Tyler Fitzgerald.
Oh, here we go. Jordan Romano. Oh, he's from Canada.
Oh.
That's pretty sick.
Wowza. Mason Montgomery, left-handed pitcher.
Alex Verdugo. He's nasty.
We got a decent one here.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go.
Matt Strom there.
Let's go.
That's huge.
I got Caden Dana. Yeah.
Bro, I just took a look at that next card.
I know. This is a sick one. I can't wait to.
I got Kyle Tucker though. I like that one. That's pretty good.
All right. I got this this 35-year anniversary Spencer Strider card. So that's pretty sick. Spencer Strider is probably one of my favorite pitchers. Yeah. And a lot of people tell me my legs look exactly like his. A lot of people. Don't ask me who.
Anyways, I got Ellie De La Cruz. That's a huge pull right there. Yeah, that's a good one right there.
That's an all-star card too.
All-star, yep.
I got 2.
Ready to go back? We welcome you back to Jackie Robinson Field here in Pasadena, California. And as we get ready for tonight's contest, let's take a look at the starting offensive lineup for the San Diego Waves, who are visiting from down south up here on the east side of LA. Leading off for the Waves tonight, it's Jacob May. In the 2 spot is Liam O'Day. Batting third is Elijah Cook. Batting fourth in the cleanup spot is Makona Olaso. Batting fifth is Matthew Thomas. Sixth, Anthony Tompkins. Seventh, Austin Palmares. Eighth, Tyler Covington. And in the second leadoff spot, batting ninth tonight for the San Diego Waves, Will Hostetter. San Diego Waves, an affiliate team in the CCL South this season, which essentially means that they don't play any home games. They may not even have a home stadium. Technically, by the rule book of the CCL, they're not allowed to play in the CCL playoffs, which come around in late July, early August. But there is certain scenarios where if they have a strong enough record at the end of the season, they're allowed to buy into the CCL playoffs. It is a very expensive buy-in, that is. A lot of money that the team has to cough up for them to play in that tournament. But nevertheless, the opportunity is only granted to them if they have a strong enough showing during their first season in order to do so. Last season, an affiliate team at the time, the San Francisco Seagulls, had a similar situation. They had a strong enough season to where they bought into the playoffs and I think made some noise, and they're an official member of the CCL this year. Jacob May leading things off for the San Diego Waves in the batter's box, and it's Joseph Estrada on the mound to start things off, pitching for the Saints tonight. He'll put one right down the middle for a called strike one. One misses low for ball two. One is hit foul down the third base side. Jacob May playing right field for the Waves today. He's batting a .375 in the 2 games that he's played so far for San Diego this CCL summer. And he'll find himself in a 2-2 count against Joseph Estrada. He'll take a look at strike 3. Joseph Estrada's first batter faced is a looking strikeout from Jacob May. And with that, let's take a look at the defensive lineup for the Arroyo Seco Saints. Starting things out in left field from left to right, we have Keon Mosini, Gannon Snyder in center, and Joey Milto at right. Trotter Enright at third, Jax Ryan at shortstop, Jacob Freer playing second, and Levi Medella playing first base, as this ball from Liam O'Day is hit foul for strike one. Behind the diamond for the Saints tonight is Matthew Maynard, and as we've already said, pitching with 1 strikeout already tonight is Joseph Estrada. 1 strikeout already for Estrada. He gives the 0-1 to Liam O'Day. This one misses low for ball one. Big swing at the 0-1 from the third baseman wearing number 14, Liam O'Day. O'Day originally from San Diego, California, attending University of California, San Diego as well. So a homebody, Liam O'Day, not wanting to leave the beautiful San Diego, California for the majority of his life. Heading into his freshman season as a Triton, I believe. Here's the 2-2. Hard hit foul into the right side dugout here at Jackie Robinson Field. Waves have played 5 games in the CCL as an affiliate team this season. O'Day has appeared in 3 of them, and he's batting a .250 on the season. 2-2 pitch misses outside, puts the count at full. Joseph Estrada finds himself with his first full count of the day in his second batter faced with 1 strikeout already. Here's the payoff pitch. Another foul ball chopped behind home plate. Big swing on the payoff pitch. Back-to-back strikeouts for Joseph Estrada, and he's rolling on the mound for the Saints so far this evening. 2 gone here in the top of the first inning.
Great work there by Estrada. A beautiful pitch on the outer edge. Gets the swing and miss for the second strikeout of the day and of the game. 2 outs, 2 strikeouts. Estrada doing a great job.
Yeah, off to a really good start. Big hack on the first delivery to Elijah Cook, the designated hitter for the San Diego Waves tonight. That puts the count at 0-1. Estrada attending Lewis Clark State College, the right-hander originally from Alhambra, California, as he grounds this one fair over to third base. The throw to first is in time. Beautiful play there from Trotter Enright. Gets the heave all the way over to Levi Medella for the third out of the inning. And just like that, 3 up, 3 down puts the Saints up to bat as we head to the bottom of the first inning. Stay with us here on the Saints streaming network. Bottom of the first coming up. Quick and easy work in the top of the first inning by Arroyo Seco. 3 up, 3 down, which brings the Saints up to bat for the first time this evening. And with that, let's take a look at the starting lineups this evening for Arroyo Seco. Leading things off is Lane Hayworth, the center fielder. Batting second, the third baseman, Trotter Enright. Jax Ryan in the number 3 spot playing shortstop. The cleanup hitter in the 4 spot is Jacob Freer. Levi Medella in the 5 spot. Joey Milto batting 6th. Matthew Maynard batting 7th. Batting 8th, Cody Turner. And in the 9 spot this evening, it's Keon Mosini, who had that beautiful Mosini moonshot 1-run home run in last night's game against the Academy Barons. Lane Hayworth with a good day yesterday as well. He started out struggling a little bit, back-to-back looking strikeouts in the first and the second inning, but then he reached first base on a hit and then second off of an error after reaching first safely, and then he had a 2 RBI double in the 4th to close out his day of hitting against the Barons yesterday. And he'll come into the batter's box and lead things off here for the Saints on this beautiful Saturday night here in Pasadena, California.
Hayworth in the first square off against the Waves. Got a pinch hit opportunity, ended up going 0 for 2 on the night when he checked into left field.
It's Anthony Yahola on the rubber for the Waves tonight. He's pitched in 3 innings so far this season for the Waves. 6 walks, 4 hits allowed, only 1 strikeout in those 3 innings for Yahola, originally from Cypress, California, and attending right in his hometown, Cypress College. He's got a 2-1 count against Hayworth, the leadoff hitter for the Saints. Here's the 2-0. Slower 2-0 pitch there, right out of the zone for ball 3. Hayworth way ahead of this count early. Here's the 3-0. 3-0 missing outside. First batter faced for Anthony Yahola is a walk, and this brings up Trotter Enright. Enright takes a look at ball 1 for the first delivery for him this evening.
Yahola a little bit all over the place. Last season at Cypress College, he had 19 walks in just 16 2/3 innings across 12 appearances. So he's got a little bit of those control issues.
Runner goes, but the ball is fouled. So Hayworth, with a lot of speed and a nice slide into second base, will have to jog backward 90 feet and retreat to first base. One, Hayworth leading off at first. Here's the pitch. Misses upstairs for ball 2, and this time Hayworth stays put. Saints were caught stealing twice yesterday against the Barons and only had 2 successful bags stolen as well. Big swing on the 2-1. Trotter Enright in a 2-2 count now with a runner on first. Still no outs for Arroyo Seco. Runner goes this time. Ball is hit to second. And a nice 6-3 there. One gone now. Trotter Enright grounds out. Hayworth advances to second. Jax Ryan in the 3 spot, usually batting a little bit more in the bottom of the lineup. It's most common that we're seeing him in the 5, 6, even 7 spot, but coaching decision to put him a little bit higher in the lineup tonight as he takes a look at strike 1.
And now a big spot with the runner in scoring position, looking to get the Saints ahead first. And we mentioned this before, Mark. Seemingly whatever team strikes first onto the scoreboard ends up holding that lead and securing the W.
Yeah, and with a runner in scoring position and only 1 out here for Jax Ryan, they have a prime opportunity to do so. So get ready for the 0-1. 0-1 hits the dirt in front of the plate for ball 1. One to Jax Ryan, misses inside. 2-1 count now. Jax Ryan getting a lot of game appearances and playing time here this summer as he prepares for another collegiate year at Arizona State University in Tempe, Arizona. Hayworth still at second. The 2-1 pitch is fouled for strike 2. Here's the 2-2. Right down the middle for a called strike 3, and Jax Ryan's first plate appearance will go down as a looking strike. And with 2 gone here in the bottom of the first inning, let's take a look at the defensive lineup for the San Diego Waves. In left field, it's Tyler Covington. Center field is Matthew Thomas, and right field is Jacob May. From left to right on the infield, Liam O'Day at third, Will Hostetter at second, and Anthony Tompkins at first. Shortstop is Austin Palmares. Makona Olaso behind the diamond playing catcher. And as we know, Yahola pitching for the Saints this evening. Here's a base hit from Jacob Freer. Gets right through the second base gap, and he'll come into first. And another run scores as well. First run of the day for Arroyo Seco comes in the form of an RBI single from Jacob Freer. Lane Hayworth comes in to score the first run of the day.
Good job putting bat on ball there by Freer, getting it up the middle, scoring a run. Saints strike first. which is really important considering, the trend we've seen all summer long in last night's game as well. Saints were able to get ahead first and stay ahead and then secure the dominant 12-3 victory.
It's been a while, but do you happen to remember who scored first in the first meeting between these two teams here?
The Saints ended up actually scoring first. They would put 2 up in the second. Waves wouldn't get up on the board until they tied it in the fourth, but then the Waves kind of ran away with it in a top-of-the-ninth rally where they scored 6. And I do remember that game quite vividly now that I'm revisiting that box score. Saints were leading going into the ninth after they struck first, but a little bit of a meltdown in that last frame put the Waves ahead.
And they hope to redeem themselves in an 0-1 season record against the San Diego Waves tonight. Saints are on a 1-game winning streak, 8-6 on the season, 3rd in the CCL South, and the Waves only 2-3. 2-1 hits right in the zone for strike 2. Levi Medella up now with a runner on first and 2 outs for the Saints. And it was Jacob Freer just a moment ago who opened up the hitting and scoring columns for the Saints. Here's another well-hit ball right into shallow left field, but it's Tyler Covington making the diving grab to retire the first inning. Really athletic play there by Covington, and that brings up the top of the second inning here in Pasadena. Mark Robinson and Riley Horn on the Saints streaming network will return in just a moment.